Hundreds came to Mashpee High School this morning for the third annual Mini Maker Fair.
It's just designed to showcase all of the amazing projects that are in the community. There's a lot of people working on some really interesting things, and it's just a chance to get out of your basement, get out of your garage, and kind of show the community what you're working on. And it's just a very inspiring place to be today.
For the third year in a row, the Cape Cod Makers held a fair to promote the do-it-yourself culture on Cape Cod, serving well over 1,000 participants.
It's such a great event. I'm thrilled about everybody that's coming, all of the different exhibitors, the sponsors, everyone who's here from the school and the community. It's been a great day so far.
This year's fair hosted the largest number of exhibitors and activities, including robotics competitions, 3D printing demonstrations, and life-size lawn games crafted by Mashpee High School students.
So freshman year, a bunch of my friends actually pulled me into the wood shop, and I fell in love.
The Maker Fair highlights the technological developments on Cape Cod as well as the artistic ones.
Fair organizers were very happy with this turnout and are looking forward to next year. Live from Mashpee, I'm Breanna Gustafson.
Opiate addiction is real, and tonight its effects were heard in the Bridgewater-Rainham High School auditorium. Residents and parents came out to hear about how close to home this actually is.
Heroin addiction occurs in our urban areas, our suburban areas, and our rural areas. It doesn't have a zip code.
And that is the point officials drove home on Monday night, where members of the Bridgewater community learned about the crisis and its risk factors.
Well, the problem is a community problem, so to make community awareness is probably the most important thing.
The BR School District partnered with BSU to host the first in a series of forums.
We're doing here as a district, as a school, because we do have a social responsibility to educate folks on this epidemic.
The number of overdoses in the U.S. is increasing rapidly, affecting all ages and races. And Dr. Dan Hughes suggests a strong correlation between overdoses and the large number of prescription drugs issued annually.
We have to be worried about prescription medication and where that can lead us, and the terrible stories that we hear of people who use prescription meds and they're using them in the wrong fashion, and before you know it, they may be hooked on heroin and they're going down the wrong path.
Plymouth County District Attorney Tim Cruz focused Monday's presentation on student athletes and parents, identifying several signs of addiction, which could include secretive behaviors, lying, and eventually stealing. If you are a parent who suspects drug abuse, officials ask you to join in the fight. Investigate your child's text messages, social media accounts, and check their bedrooms for suspicious pills, extreme measures that may be needed to fight for their lives. It was an emotional reunion today at Logan Airport as students returned home from a mission trip in Ecuador. The group was working with a local church in Ecuador when the 7.8 magnitude earthquake struck on Saturday. The students were staying several hours away and were all reported safe.
We were upstairs and they just started shaking, and we were just, so we just hear the kids scream, get outside, and we all just booked it. And when we get to the door, it just got to the worst of it.
Parents tell News Center 5 that it's a feeling of peace having their children back on solid ground.
Incredibly excited. I don't know if I'm more excited or relieved. It's probably pretty much a toss-up at this point, but it's a feeling of peace and knowing that God took care of these kids as they were going through what they went through, and we've heard a little bit of the story that my daughter had to tell from when the moment happened, but I'm excited to hear more on the car ride home.
So blessed to find out that they were okay, that they went to higher ground when the threat of a tsunami was in place. And
Town and University Police and Fire responded Thursday evening to an unresponsive student found in a dorm at Bridgewater State. Bridgewater State University has confirmed that a first-year student who has been identified as 18-year-old Kyle Bronstein of Sharon was found unresponsive in his dorm room and was later pronounced dead at Brockton Hospital. According to a statement from University President Fred Clark, the campus has come together to comfort and care for each other during this tragic time. For students, the Counseling Center in Wagon Hall has walk-in hours, and for faculty and staff, Counselors from the college's Employee Assistance Program are available. The cause of Bronstein's death is still under investigation. However, students are reminded that if they need counseling, to go to the counseling center at Wagon Hall. For BTV, I'm Breanna Gustafson. John Kasich supporters are gathered outside Memorial Hall to hear his message one last time before Super Tuesday. John Kasich has yet to win a state primary and is hoping to stay in the race. The Shebeen will be Boston's iconic float this year in the annual St. Patrick's Day Parade. For WCVB, I'm Breanna Gustafson. West Bridgewater police and rescue teams are searching for a missing man, a 53-year-old out of West Bridgewater, Thomas Stone, who has been missing since Sunday. Authorities believe that he may be in the West Bridgewater State Forest after finding his abandoned car. For BTV, I'm Breanna Gustafson.